All right, go.
Just so you people know, she will not let me start on time.
It's not in my nature. Now I have to keep my M&Ms on the air because of you.
What's on the air?
My M&Ms.
Oh, your M&Ms. I hope everybody's ready to start having fun today. Woo! Take a break, people. Put the keyboard down.
Step away from the mouse.
Step away from the mouse. Put the keyboard down.
No, you got to keep the keyboard up so you can talk to us.
Come on in. Phil's here. Elaine's here.
You know what? I am completely
refresh button, people.
Look, I'm impressed. I am beyond impressed at the stamina of Michael Daniels, because this wonderful man has been sitting here and waiting since 2 o'clock yesterday.
I know.
That was hilarious. I busted out laughing when I saw that, Michael. That's so funny.
Well, it's Random Hangout, and Random Hangout means that it could be any time. I know that we've gotten into this, you know, Wednesdays at 2, but people were complaining. People were complaining. Like Phil, at least Phil is here. Hey! Phil
Hi,
really
Phil. He's done slaving in the kitchen now. He didn't like our 2 o'clock spot, because that's when Kate breaks out the whip and makes him go make lunch. Oh. So she doesn't let him watch our show.
I thought they were having a lunch.
Afternoon delight. That's after our show. After all the drinking and everything, and he's fed his woman properly, then it can be afternoon delight.
Well, you know, when we first got married, and my husband was in graduate school, and he was like working nights, and I was working days, and right after we got married, I would get a call like at 10:30, 11, and he would say, "Do you want to come home for lunch?" And I would jump in my car, and I would drive like 30 minutes. We would have lunch, living on love.
Nothing more fun than lunch break sex. That's probably got to be the best. Lunch break sex.
I'd like to know who's having some of that, especially all you. Okay, so talking about couples, I know like we're jumping all around. It's random time, right? So talking about couples, yesterday, right before, so I'm watching the Survivor finale. I'm chatting with everyone in Random Hangout space about whatever the hell it was that we were talking about, and Kate's here, and we got to talking about couple names.
Yeah, she used their couple name.
They have a couple name, and there she is. It's Fate, P-H-A-T-E. She's the 8 coming home from lunch. I love couple names. My son told me about it, and that they're kind of doing it in high school. They have a great couple name, Fate, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't have a good couple name. It's stupid.
Mine would be like
Rhonda. Yours, Rhonda would do. Or, I don't know, Riss? That doesn't make any sense. You know, the other one. Kate has a better hashtag.
Making me echo.
Oh, don't make me plug in.
Yep. Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Oh, I have to go get a thing somewhere.
Bill says that we're inspiring afternoon delight.
Afternoon delight, people.
Afternoon delight. Now I get to hear myself talking to myself.
Oh, stop. Here I come.
It's very annoying.
Very annoying.
I bet you're still going to hear an echo.
Let's see. No.
Do you hear an echo?
I don't.
Oh,
it's all your fault.
How come I have to wear this thing and you don't?
Because you're the one causing the problem.
This is my accessory.
I have my nice, sexy microphone that does not cause any problems.
Oh.
It might look like a sex toy, but it gets the job done. It's the short, fat version.
Maybe you ought to put that closer to your mouth, Rhonda. I don't know if I can hear you.
I have the microphone, and you will listen to every word that I have to say.
How about sexy hangout? Give us some like.
Yeah. Oh, I like Kate's hashtag loving lunch. I love that.
I love that.
Lunchtime loving. That would be a good one.
I know. My husband works in an office, so I don't get to see him during the day, so I can't even play this game. I would have to like really make an effort.
Well, my husband works like 12-hour shifts, so he's like on 2 days, off 2, on 3, off 2, kind of whatever. Anyway, he's off during the week. So on his off day,
some love at lunch.
Yeah, then we can, kind of christen the playhouse.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Right there in that chair you're sitting in, Naomi. No, I'm just kidding. My assistant's here working in the playhouse today.
So just so you people know, this is actually my real house. And take a look at my very minimalistic edited Christmas tree. Kate and Phil did a fun thing about the non-Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's tall and skinny like Ivana with a nice round bottom.
You are obsessed with my ass, and I don't know why that is exactly, because I don't know. I don't even know where to take that.
You have such a nice, big, round butt, and you're constantly...
I don't think it's big and round. I don't even know if I like you saying that.
It is. It's a big round butt.
You can't see it on the thing. See?
I've seen it. See?
Perfect light.
Even it's got a little junk in the trunk.
Good thing I can't hear you. There. I did it wrong.
Yep. So that was the whole...
What?
Yep. That was the whole thing about Ivana's butt and what she did with it.
All right. Excellent. So anyway, I am full. I am officially full of the Christmas spirit. We are having our Cinema Day Solstice movie party on Saturday. If we had smell a hangout, you would smell a delicious brisket that's in my oven right now. So I'm already starting to cook. I'm making schnitzel tomorrow. But the theme...
Okay, let's stop there. Okay. I don't know what you got going on, but because this is a traditional Southern Christmas. So at my house this weekend, we're probably, me, my husband, and 2 teenage boys will probably sit in our underwear, eat microwave popcorn, and watch the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So that's like Southern Christmas tradition. So, okay, what in the heck is a schnitzel?
Oh, well, I have to explain. So every year right around this time, we have an open house for Christmas, and we call it Cinema Day Solstice. That's my husband's very creative name for it. It all started when the, what was it called? The Lord of the Rings trilogy was all done, and somebody wanted to watch it, and we're like, oh, let's just make a day of it. Well, that started this whole tradition. So now we have a theme every year. So this year's theme is one-liners, classic one-liners. So we've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for like bogus and tubular and excellent. And for that, then of course there's food that matches the movie. So so for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, we'll be serving cold pizza. Get it? Bill and Ted. You know,
I could do that. Yeah, I could probably.
Right, so that'll be cold pizza. Then I forget what comes after that. The reason I'm making brisket is because we're doing Apollo 13, so that's Houston. We have a problem. So I'm doing Texas.
Ah.
Right? Brisket.
Okay.
I also have, Terminator, right? I'll be back. And that's why I'm making schnitzel, because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So a schnitzel is you can do it with chicken. I'm going to do it with chicken, but you can also do it
now.
a schnitzelnegger. So a schnitzel is really a very tender, pounded out piece of meat, which could be like veal, or it could be pork, or in my case, I'm using chicken because everybody likes chicken. And then it's like breaded. And I'm using panko breadcrumbs. It is crispy. It's delicious. It's golden brown.
Okay, now this sounds good. So when does all this start? On Saturday?
It starts at 10 a.m. Saturday and runs until it's done.
If I leave like late Friday night, I can get there just in time.
You can get here just in time. And the way flights are going these days, because you and I have been looking at flights, you can take probably a Frontier and be here for $100. But I mean in like an hour. Instead of
exactly. Yeah, that might be worth it. To
come to my house and eat all day, right?
Yeah, exactly. See, we'll be eating all this weekend. We actually do, and you guys can share your traditions too. I like to hear everybody's stuff.
Yeah, I want to hear everybody's stuff.
We have a blended family, so we usually have to share the holidays with the exes, which is fun. So our boys will be leaving like right around lunchtime on Christmas Day. So this weekend we will actually probably do a Christmas and let them open their presents and all that kind of stuff so that they have the whole week to enjoy them, because we don't want to say, okay, here's your presents. They open them up Christmas morning and then we say, okay,
see you later.
Time to go. So we usually try to do it early if the other parents are going to have them on Christmas, because we have to alternate the holidays. So that's what we're going to do. And we like to watch the comedy movies. So we'll be watching the
Vacation.
The boys want to watch like Home Alone. We like the older ones. And then we always have to watch the Christmas Vacation movie. And then at Thanksgiving, I like to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. For Christmas, we also like to watch The Ref.
The Ref?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that movie is so funny. I think it's Dennis Leary that's in it.
Oh yeah, I love Dennis Leary.
Where he breaks into the people's house, and it's at Christmas time, and they're searching for him, and he holds like this whole family hostage, but they're like a crazy family. Yeah, it's hilarious. So that's what we like to watch. We don't watch the mushy gushy, cry your heart out kind of Christmas movies. We want to see the funny, crazy ones. So that's what we'll be doing. Then we just eat a bunch of junk food and popcorn, and we do gingerbread houses. We like to make gingerbread houses.
You make them?
Yeah, we make them. I buy a kit though. Like, I don't cook the cookies and everything. I'm not as Betty Crocker as like you, but we buy the kit to make gingerbread houses. And then we'll have someone judge our houses to see who did better. So we'll do like teams. My team always wins, of course. And so, so we'll have like a gingerbread house contest. So that'll be fun. And then I make like hot chocolate and marshmallows, or we'll have the apple cider with cinnamon sticks in it. And we make
Anything else in there? Anything else in there?
In mine, yes, but only in Mommy's drink. It's an adult cinnamon stick drink. And then we make the virgin version of this drink. Yeah.
So we want to hear what other Christmas traditions you guys have. Actually, while I was watching the Survivor finale, which was a guilty pleasure of mine, Survivor, and I was chit-chatting it up, waiting for Kate's little show, since surprise, surprise, I was up because it was the finale and I wanted to see that. And they had this really cool thing about the not Christmas tree. It was so cute. and I really love this thing that they do. So I watched a little bit of that. What's really great about theirs is that it's only like 5 minutes. Easy. So I really enjoyed that, and it almost looked like a little Christmas tradition that they had. So what are the rest of your Christmas traditions? And a little bird told me that Miss Rhonda had a rant. So are we going to go from like happy to pissed off now? Or you don't feel pissed off anymore because we were talking about all this joyful stuff.
Of course, because
my joy rant just rubbed off on you. My joy.
Okay, so after my rant, though, I'll show you guys something funny. I'll show you my stocking. I will show you my stocking. And then I'll moon you. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this is my Rhonda's rant for today. If one more person, one more accountant ask me for a 1099, I am going to punch them square in the freaking eyeball.
Tell us.
I'm like, and it's not even the clients. The clients are asking because their accountants are telling them to. But then when I explain the way that this whole thing works, because they pay me through PayPal, which is a third party, I even send nice little link articles that explains it as well from the IRS website. And they still want to argue with me. And I'm like, sorry. Send me emails, argue with me. I'm still not sending you a 1099 because I'm not having my income double reported. Sorry. If you are an accountant and you are responsible for online businesses who use third party to pay their services, this is a public service announcement. Learn the laws. It is your job. It's not my job to educate you, and it's not your job to send me arrogant-ass emails telling me how I shouldn't tell you how to do your job. Well, Mr. Accountant, if you already knew how to do your job, I wouldn't have to tell you. That is my rant.
Excellent. An excellent rant it was. A really good rant. So
this everybody needs to be aware of this, because if you're not an accountant and you may not know. So I'm going to get a little tipsy with you right quick too. So if you do not know, if people pay you for your services through PayPal or some other type of third-party merchant like Odesk or something like that, once you make more than $600 for the year through that third party, they are going to send to the IRS what's called a 1099-K. I'm not a tax professional. I've just read this and know this part, so don't ask me any other tax questions. But full disclosure, I'm not an accountant and not certified, but you need to know this for your own self, because what will happen is if someone sends you a 1099 and you fill out the W-9 or whatever to get issued a 1099, and they send that into the IRS, well, then you're also processing payments through a third party like PayPal or a merchant account or Odesk or something like that. Both of those things get reported to the IRS. Well, the IRS has no idea that the money that was reported by that third party is also partly that money that was reported on that 1099. So your money gets recorded. It looks like you made more money than you actually did. And then when you go to file your taxes and you say, I made X amount of money, but the IRS has different records, that's a cause for them to audit you if they wanted to. So be very careful about providing W-9s and getting a 1099. Make sure that you actually should be getting that and that your income is not being double reported. So that's another public service announcement for all of you. Because really, if I didn't know any better and if I didn't research it, I might would be like, okay, I'll send you a W-9 and not realize that my income's being double reported. So that's my rant for today. I know it's about tax season, and so that's my public service announcement to everyone.
Well, just so you know, Albert says he's getting an echo from you. So there.
It's your fault.
How can it be my fault? I'm wearing a little thingy.
I don't know. Take it out.
Stop blaming me. No. No, I have it on now. No. Nope. So,
okay, now, wait a minute. All right, is the echo gone?
I don't know.
I think so.
I wasn't hearing an echo, so I was good with it. So,
okay, so now I want to show you guys something. What do you want?
Show us.
Do you have something?
I was going to acknowledge. I was acknowledging Elaine.
Ah.
Who's leaving a comment? She says not to ask Phil Boyer about Christmas celebration. He's likely to tell you. As for me, she does a huge tree with different color combo ornaments and garland, traditional being different last year. Ha ha ha. She's got a ton of stuff that's over 30 years old. That's awesome.
My gosh. Okay, now I'm curious. Phil Boyer, please tell me, Christmas tradition. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, this is part of my Christmas tradition. And what it is my stocking, because I'm the goodest girl in the house. And so I get the special stocking. This is my stocking. Can you see it all?
I just had a very nasty thought, so. Because you know what they say? You know what they say about guys with big feet?
This is my husband's stocking. This is my stocking, and I'm waiting for someone who can feel it completely full.
Are you actually going to get that filled up?
Probably not. Not unless I'm the one that does it.
Yeah, right? I bet you could.
This is funny. I don't know if it's a woman thing or what. My husband has no idea what we get anyone. And so, like, people will come and, oh, thank you for our Christmas gift, and say that to my husband, and he's like, you're welcome. And then when they walk away, we're like, what did we get them? Was it something good?
Yeah. Oh, Phil's not a fan of the holidays. He'd rather just have lunch.
Me too, Phil. I'm the same way. You guys know I'm kind of humbug, but I figure if it's got to happen, then I'm going to have fun while it's happening. That's how I feel about the lunch-loving women. I mean, really, if you're really not in the mood, then if it's going to happen, if you got to do it, you might as well have fun doing it.
Well, you know, one of the things we were talking about, so yesterday, I don't know why you and I connected yesterday on Skype. You know, we have these random Skype conversations.
Yeah, you asked me what was the craziest thing I ever called 911 for or something. Or Google. No, you asked me.
Google, no, because I was saying that I was Googling brisket recipes, right?
Yeah, and I said I was Googling how to get burnt popcorn smell out of your microwave.
And then I said,
of my cooking.
And then I said, what's the craziest thing you've ever Googled?
Yes. The craziest thing I've ever Googled was how to remove a tick from a penis. Okay, so let me tell you guys this story. This is hilarious. And I'm glad my son's not home because he wouldn't let me tell the story. But thank goodness he doesn't watch my show because that would be lame. All right. All right. So my son came to me. It was last year. He was 15. So this is a 15-year-old boy. Comes to me and says, Mom, I have a problem. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong? So he eases the front of his pants down and shows me that there's a tick attached to the very edge of the top. Okay, so I'm sitting in a
I know
chair.
all the men right now are cringing because they're like,
He
oh.
was too, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, is it gonna hurt? Oh gosh!" And I don't want you to touch it, Mom. Oh gosh, this is terrible. What can I do? Is there something I can just pour on it and it'll come out? Oh my gosh! And then I'm like, "Go get me some tweezers." Oh no! Oh, I don't want you to do that. Are you gonna have to touch it? Are you gonna have to look at it? I'm like, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna have to touch it and look at it. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that any more than you want me to. Okay, so I get the tweezers, and then and my 17-year-old daughter is dying in the background as all this is happening. Crazy. And then she starts
I'm
singing.
laughing.
So then she starts singing, got a tick on my dick, got a tick on my dick. So this is like, and I'm crying, I'm laughing so hard too and trying not to. He's not laughing at all. And I got tears running down my face. I've got tweezers. I'm sitting in a chair. He's standing, and his man parts are right even with my face, standing in front of me. And I put my glasses on at this point so that I can see better. And I'm holding on to it, and I'm trying to tweeze it off of there without hurting anything. And my daughter finds this the perfect moment to take a picture from just the right angle where my face is right in line with my son's man parts and my hands up on it. It was wrong on so many levels. And then she's going to put it on Facebook. So
she can't.
No.
So what did Google say? Whoa,
She
is
did-
that the proper way to take it off?
Well, yeah, they did about pulling the skin back and making it taut and being really easy about pulling it out. We could put a little Vaseline on there. It was humiliating for all of us. I finally did get the tick off. And we did have a nice little tick on my dick, knock it off.
Oh my
We
God.
had a whole theme song going by the end, and then I had to look at his penis for at least 3 days to check it and make sure that the place
Oh, I'm sure he loved that.
wasn't getting worse.
I'm sure he loved that.
So that was the strangest thing I've ever Googled, and probably the strangest thing I've ever had happen in our family.
That is so funny. I wonder what other. I think people are just either
probably
like.
damaged for life now.
I'm sure people right now on the Hangout are completely and utterly aghast. Let's see, how many people have we lost?
I'm sorry, but if you Google it, evidently this has happened to many other people because there are instructions on how to properly remove a tick from a penis.
I don't even. I'm afraid to ask. How does it take?
The need arises.
Oh, is that a joke?
I didn't even get it, but that was good. I love it.
Okay, so how did it even get there? Like, what the hell? Was he like trudging through the bushes with no clothes on? How does that happen?
I don't know. Maybe he was running naked through the bush.
That's enough. You're just so full of unintentional nasty jokes today. Phil doesn't know if he should laugh or cringe. You know what we haven't done in a while?
Because he almost wanted to laugh because it was kind of funny. But I think he was afraid to let loose because he was just so tense and upset.
Yeah, well, I can imagine.
There's this great family. There's this great family like counselor who I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, he talks about when you go through things, like he says going camping is the best thing for family bonding because bad things will end up happening or whatever. But going through those bad things, you bond as a family. And he says when you go camping and, all those bad things happen and you start bonding as a family, just say to each other, hey, we're going to be bonded in 3 weeks. And so when we were doing this whole tick thing, I looked up at my son and I was like, hey, we're going to be bonded in 3 weeks. It's something we'll laugh back on. Remember that time you had to get the tick off my penis?
Oh, my God.
That's not a very comforting or bonding thing to him because I've never heard those words come out of his mouth. I think he tries to forget it every single day.
I think so. Hey, we have important conversations to have because we are up on the 30-minute mark and we need to start wrapping.
Hey, Michael Daniel says that incest is the game the whole family can play. Hey, I have an incest joke. Can I tell right quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell it real quick.
Well, it's not really a joke. I mean, it really happened. All right. So my ex-husband, I've been married 3 times. One of my ex-husbands, I went to go see his family, and I met his dad. And his dad, when I first met him, he said, do you sleep with your father? And I'm like, no. And he says, well, if you're not good enough for your own family, what makes you think you're good enough for ours?
Oh. That's so funny. I don't know if that's funny. I'm going to quote Phil. I don't know if I should cringe or laugh.
Me too. I didn't either. I'm like, hey, dude.
So I think that next week we're smack dab in Christmas, so we're probably going to skip it.
Yeah, because
we're not going to hang out live.
Yeah, we want to let everybody enjoy their Christmas Eve, enjoy your family, so we'll probably be back. And then the next time is New Year's Eve.
Right, and then the next time is my Serbian Christmas.
Yeah, so you guys, it's probably going to be 3 weeks before you see us. Oh, no. But we might surprise you. If we have a day.
We might surprise you. If we have a day, we could truly be random. We don't know. It just is looking like.
Probably not because we'll be busy, but keep watching because we might find a day in there. It may not be on a Wednesday since there's holidays coming up, but maybe we'll do it like on a not on a Tuesday because even I have stuff, but maybe another day during the week if we both find the time. If not, though, it might be 3 weeks before you see us.
Might be 3 weeks before we randomly hang again. And
so I want to tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that good stuff.
All that good stuff to everyone. Send lots of love. There was something else. Oh, are we moving the time to 2:30-ish? Sort of, like whenever we get to it.
Yeah, that's fine with me. 2:30 works for me, and it works for Phil, which is the most important. I mean, if Phil's not here, then, I mean, why are we even doing the show?
And, I want to bring something up, and I don't know how all you guys feel about it. This is like the Random Hangout family meeting. I miss bringing crank calling people.
Oh, me too. Yeah, we got to start crank calling some people in the new year.
I would like to do that. So if you guys have ideas and things you'd like to see on Random Hangout, let us know.
Yeah, because you guys know we'll do anything. So, and we have a community, so join our community. I'll put the link up. You can join the community. You can make suggestions there, and you can see old Hangouts and all that good stuff. So I'll put a link up today here. Invite you guys to join the community if you're not already in it.
And the other thing that we're doing, and we also, maybe you guys can be, let us know in the comments. I'm actually, what is that? Oh, you're still eating M&Ms. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is that it's like planning time, growth time, whatever, and I thought I wanted to make a big party of it. So Rhonda and I will be sending out some announcements, and I want to have like a, what do you call it, mastermind, masterclass, Apalooza, planathon. I'm so committed to getting all my marketing shit in a row and planned out so that for the rest of the year there's time for fun and then everything else gets done, and Rhonda and my whole entire team are going to be available to help people get their stuff done. So I am like really, really excited about this because I was like, you know, working on your stuff alone is really no fun. I want to have a party with it.
Yeah, so much fun. Then everybody else can kind of join in too.
And we can help each other, and I'll be there.
Exactly, because I love to hear about other people's ideas and what they're doing to plan and anything. I like to take ideas because we don't have all the answers. None of us do. So, yeah, that would be great. We'll have to have a little Apalooza party and invite you guys along for it. Oh, I like Dave says that they're having 8-ounce steak and all of the trimmings.
Ooh, that's a cool way to have it.
Because you get tired of turkey, especially when you just had it at Thanksgiving.
But they don't have Thanksgiving. He's out at
like a ham or something because I don't want to do turkey again, but I like the steak idea.
Well, Dave's in England, so I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe they're having some kind of funky pudding. Funky pudding, hashtag.
Bread pudding.
Bread pudding.
I used to have a mother-in-law, one of my many mother-in-laws. I've been married 3 times, in case you guys didn't know. So 3rd time's a charm.
Because you've been in this one for a while.
Yeah, I have. This isn't well, actually it is. Yeah. I haven't made it past the 7-year itch with the other 2. I made it past the 7-year itch with this one. I guess he scratches my itch.
My itch. I knew it. I knew that was coming. I knew it.
All right, so anyway, what the heck was I saying?
Your mother-in-law said to you, one of your mothers-in-law said something to you.
One of my mother-in-laws, yeah, she used to do what she called cowboy beans. It's like a chili bean, but it's got a bunch of different beans in it. It's like
I've heard of that.
She would do cowboy beans and subs for Christmas. And, like, she would have a sub bar where you make your own subs and everything, the cowboy beans to go with it. That was really good. And really nice old Christmas Day, too. So that was kind of neat. I like doing different things on Christmas and not just always the traditional stuff.
I like tradition, and I don't know what we're doing this Christmas.
I know
my
you
parents
are
have been
the epitome of the Ohio housewife, suburban mom. Everything you do, it just lines right up. And I am like total opposite.
Your brand needs to be consistent everywhere you go.
Mine is consistently inconsistent. How do you like that?
I like it. I like it.
Consistent.
Naomi's making a Cleveland reference. Her family's going to the Chinese restaurant. This is real. Oh, she's for real. You know, the movie A Christmas Story was actually filmed here in Cleveland, and we actually have the Christmas Story house, and it's like a whole big tradition where people will like go to the Christmas Story house and see the leg fragile and whatever, and then they'll go eat at the Chinese restaurant, and like it's like a whole big deal. So rock on, Naomi. With the Chinese restaurant tradition.
I know, that's usually what we do, either Chinese food or Mexican food, like the day after Christmas. Because I get tired of eating all those Christmas leftovers. I get tired of all the stuffing and everything else. And I'm like, let's just go eat some Chinese food or some Japanese food or anything that's not turkey and dressing and no Southern food, no macaroni and cheese, no gravy. I want some ethnic food.
Hey, we're calling this Serbian time. Serbian time is whenever you say goodbye, it's like 45 minutes later. So you can't leave until you show us your pink boot, because Michael Daniels wanted to know how your foot was doing, and he wants to see your pink boot. And if you don't show us now...
If not, can I have your leftovers? That's funny. I will make you... I used to watch Saturday Night Live, or was it Saturday Night Live, or it was Mad TV.
Oh, Mad TV.
The woman had the horrible husband, and she was making him, like, Percocet, turkey, and stuff like that to try to kill him. So I'll make a nice special dish, maybe some hydrocodone chocolate chip cookies. All right, here's the pink boot. My husband finished it.
Oh, it's so cute. How is your foot doing?
I'm gonna put some bling on it to make it Naomi
what
tried
bling
to
did you put
find
on
me
it?
some bling today, but she couldn't find any. But I'm gonna go try to find some bling, and I'm gonna bling it out. But isn't it
Oh,
pretty?
you have a bling.
Pink?
It's very cute and shiny.
Crap, it's heavy as crap. I have to hold my leg up with 2 hands.
What? How is it feeling?
It feels a lot better than it did. I actually have been walking just a little bit on it in the house, even though I know I shouldn't, because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up because we have to go to the conference if you get your freaking pass.
Yes.
We're gonna end up paying $800 for this flight if you don't get your pass.
Well, I already checked the flights and it's like $500, but anyway.
It's already going up.
I know. We're gonna have to go to GoFundMe.com.
Right. Send us to Las Vegas
to fund our flight. GoFundMe.com. Everybody else does it. Shoot, one guy got money for making potato salad. Can't we get tickets?
Yeah.
I think we should try it. I've thought about doing to GoFundMe.com because all I want for Christmas is my 2 double D's.
Oh, that's what you want. You don't do double D's. You're too tiny.
Is my 2 double D's. So I'm thinking about doing a GoFundMe and see if I can get some boobies.
And what incentives are you going to give to people? Are you going to give them shots?
Then I'll flash them. Maybe 1 nipple for a donation. 1 nipple shot for a donation.
It's a good thing I have these ear things in and that nobody can hear you.
If it's a good
a job, if they do a good job,
then I may show both.
Well, you have to work these things out. You have to work these things out. This is that once again something we can do on the Planathon, Apalooza.
We can plan for my boobies.
We could if you want to. It's a project.
It is. That's hilarious.
And if you're gonna do the thing, you're gonna need a whole campaign.
I think we should do a campaign.
So, there you go.
We can
do it.
Hey, and let's do a case study with my boobie campaign.
We could.
Let's do it.
And see how outrageous we can be.
Let's do it. We're going to start that in January, and we'll get you guys to help us with some suggestions on how I can get people to go to GoFundMe and donate to my boobie fund. I need a cool name for it too. I want some name suggestions for this whole run.
Okay, I have a campaign name.
Okay.
But I think it would have to. But it really is more applicable towards Halloween. You start with one thing and it says boo, and then you open it up and it says bees. Buzz.
Like ghost and some bees.
Yeah. Boo. Bees.
Okay.
Okay, so we should let these people go back to work. Some people are going back to work already. You people all need to go back to work. I gotta
get over to the GoFundMe site.
You're excited, aren't you?
Phil says real beats fake any day, but Phil, I gotta have some extra help here.
Phil doesn't know the whole story. Phil, if you knew the whole story.
When the real looks like just 2 bees stung you, then I have 2 mosquito bites. I'm trying.
And she didn't used to. She didn't used to. What did you used to be?
I used to be double D.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to get back to double D. That's the bad thing about when you lose weight. That's the first place it freaking goes. But it's not the first place that it comes back. It comes back in your rear end or your stomach.
Which is why you love my butt now.
That's why you have the nice round booty.
Because it used to be nothing. Now I'm fluffy. I like to, instead of calling it fat, I call it fluffy.
Yes, you have a nice little rump roast.
If you guys could smell my delicious, what is it called? What am I having?
Brisket.
Brisket.
Are we drinking a little? Are we drunk on brisket?
No. 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 All right. Shall we?
We shall.
We shall.
We
miss you guys already.
Merry
we'll see you when we
Christmas.
get back.
Happy New Year. I want to see pictures.
Yes. Post pictures. We're going to
Give
say
me a name for my
goodbye.
booty campaign.
We're going to say goodbye. Oh, my gosh. That feels loud.
Titty Palooza.
Titty Palooza.
Titty Palooza.
Oh, Titty Palooza. That's actually really good.
Boobie Palooza.
Hey, we could do a teleseminar.
I think we need a webinar. People want to see this. Where the heck is our outro? Oh, here we go.
I just played it. Didn't you hear it?